Okay, hello everybody, and welcome. What is up? I am DSP. Welcome to my first of two gameplay streams. Today is Monday, September 9th, 2017, and if you're not aware, if you're not an American, you may not know this, there's an American national holiday today called Labor Day. Yes, many people have today off. Honestly, a lot of people don't. Retail jobs in particular, fast food, restaurants, retail are very busy today because a lot of people who have office style jobs, government jobs, etc. have it off. People are saying I said September 9th. I did not mean to say that. September 4th. Let's try that again. Today's Monday, September 4th, 2017. It is Labor Day in the United States. For me, it's Monday. You know, me, I'm working pretty much every day. So for me, this is no big deal at all. It's just another day, doing a double stream today. Doubling up, another day full of new streaming gameplay, which is cool. I'm glad that those of you who live in the United States have come out to celebrate with me. You know, all new gameplay coverage today. We've got Mario plus Rabbids on the first stream, and later today I've got more Yakuza Kiwami on the docket for you. Okay. Tomorrow, Knack 2 premieres. We'll see if Knack 2 is any good. That should be fun. And I think tomorrow night I might do some more Mario plus Rabbids, only because I know the game's incredibly long, and I was debating should I do more Mario or should I do more Yakuza, and I think I'm going to do more Mario plus Rabbids tomorrow night. And then Wednesday premieres my Destiny 2 coverage, where I'll be playing Destiny 2's campaign during the day with some co-op partners, and then at night I'll be doing more Knack 2. Alright, so it's going to be a fun week, all new stuff, all new games, right? So you might be wondering why I'm so late today. Stream didn't start until about 15-20 minutes later than usual. Technical difficulties out the wazoo. Apparently the Switch has an issue that I wasn't aware of. Interacting with televisions. Let me explain, alright? So, the Switch does this weird thing where when you turn on the Nintendo Switch, if it's hooked to the TV, it turns on the TV automatically. And vice versa, if I turn off my TV, the Switch will turn off. Now, I don't know why. I don't know how Nintendo made this device to do this, but it does. It's the only console that I have that interacts like that with my television. Now, I've been playing with the Switch a lot. If you're not aware, I've been doing Ultra Street Fighter 2 every Sunday. And this past week, I've been playing Mario plus Rabbids all week. So I do want to say special thank you, shout out to the person who donated this Nintendo Switch back in June. As you can see, I am getting a ton of use out of it. And by the way, coming up in October, I'll be playing Super Mario Odyssey. Well, I guess it's just called Mario Odyssey, right? I don't know if it's Super. But I'm getting a lot of use out of the Switch. Okay? So that's pretty cool. Now, this morning, I turned on the Switch to get it ready for stream. And, I'm getting everything set up and everything, adjusted in the office, trying to get stuff ready. All of a sudden, my TV starts going batshit crazy. The volume is going up and down by itself. It's opening menus by itself. It's going blip, 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 making all this noise as if I was going crazy on the TV controller, like I was mashing all the buttons, which obviously I wasn't. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. I thought, gee, maybe one of my controllers is malfunctioning. So I took all the batteries out of my TV controller. I actually have this little controller for my air conditioner. I took the batteries out of that. I was like, what else could it be? What other controller in here is enabled? So I took the batteries out of my wireless mouse. You know what I mean? I'm messing around with stuff. And I'm like, gee, what could it be? What could it be? Maybe it's my wireless keyboard. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. And for a good 15 straight minutes, I'm trying every possible solution. I can't figure this out. So then I said, all right, well, maybe, by some freak chance, it has something to do with the Switch. So I turned both the Switch and the TV off and on, and it seemed to clear up. Now, I don't know, it might happen again, but it stopped. I mean, I don't know what caused it. It was so bizarre that this happened. I don't know what caused the issue. Um, Weird. I don't know. Very weird. So, yeah, I'm just kind of scratching my head here, still wondering, what was the root cause? Because I don't even, I mean, turning it off and on, fixing it, great, but I would like to know what the root cause was so I can prevent it from happening in the future, right? And right now I have absolutely no idea. So, I don't know. Weird. Confusing. So anyway, that set me back a good 15, 20 minutes behind what I usually do, so that's why I was late today, and I apologize for that. So, let's talk, folks. First of all, I got a few offers for donations in the past 24 hours. I want to say thank you to the people who did offer. Looks like I may accept some and I may decline others. It all depends. Some people are like, oh, I have this, would you like it? And it may not be something that I'm interested in. Other people are like, oh, I have a physical copy of the game, but I won't get it till release day. And I'm like, well, sorry, but, I appreciate the donation, but if I play the game 2 days late, chances are people are going to be not so interested in attending a stream of a game that, wasn't the premiere. I missed the premiere by 2 days. So thank you to those people who already have started to offer donations and stuff for the hardcore gaming season. I really do appreciate it, okay? Also, shout out to the people who apparently have been cheering overnight. And what I mean by that is I just started looking at my Muxy history here, and it looks like a bunch of people actually cheered with bits overnight here on the channel. Wow, thank you. And, I'm not here, obviously, from the hours of, I finish usually around 10 p.m. Pacific time, and I start around, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time the next day. So for a good 15, 16 hours, I'm not here. But I appreciate those who are cheering. In fact, let me go ahead. I'm going to just do shout-outs to start here, because I got a bunch of them to do. Let's see. So, shout-out to... Let me see here. Hold on, because my current Muxy didn't catch it. I have to go off my desktop here. So it looks like Irono Head did a 100-bit cheer overnight. He says, this is my first time cheering. I hope it helps. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Height. I guess you saw that, people are currently, the patrons are voting on what the next Patron's Choice playthrough will be. And SpongeBob Battle of Bikini Bottom is actually one of the nominees, okay? FYI, if you're interested, right now, Manhunt is in the lead. Mario Sunshine is right behind it, and I believe SpongeBob is in third. But the voting's within a couple votes. It's not like, oh god, Manhunt's ahead by a dozen votes or 20 votes. No, it's ahead by like 1 vote. So, as people, realize that thread is live, patrons that is, and start voting, it could change at any time, alright? This is just the preliminary overnight results of the voting. So by mid-September, I should know what game is the next Patron's Choice. I'll let you know. I'll let everyone know how things progress here. Shout out to Golden Colts, who did several cheers overnight. Holy crap, he did a 200-bit, then another 200-bit, then a 400-bit, then a 35-bit. Thank you, Golden Colts. And thank you to Griffin Box, who did a 100-bit cheer. And he says, I'm seriously going to bet you will have the most profit out of a SpongeBob stream than any other stream in the past 6 months. This game has a great storyline, huge worlds, fun gameplay, variety, tons of exploration, and massive replayability. I would be surprised if that's the case. That sounds like a troll cheer, but I don't know. A SpongeBob game with all that? I don't know, man. And then Golden Colts did another 475-bit cheer overnight here. And then right before the stream started, Game Master 2003 is Dead did a 345-bit cheer, and he said, I can't watch the stream, but I'm at work, but here are some bits. So, shout out to all of you guys who cheered overnight. That is awesome of you. Thank you very much. I don't know if this is a new pattern or something. I've noticed this has been happening recently, so thank you for that. Alright. Now to cheer for people who have been cheering since the stream started. We got that Anonymous who did a 10-bit test. I guess he wanted to see if his cheering was working. Daniel Svensson did a 10-bit cheer and says, Chad is wondering if you still have old game systems in your closet like the NES. Yup. I have my Super NES, my Sega Genesis with Sega CD and Sega 32X. I have a Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm trying to remember if I have anything else. I have a PS2. I have a few PS2s, the PS2 minis, the small ones, because I bought those to take around to do gaming tournaments in Street Fighter. So there you go. Plus, I got a ton of games, of course. Shout out to Master Chief, who tipped me $1 and said, Halo 5 Kardashians is the most game ever. Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. That Anonymous did a 50-bit cheer, and he says, if I donate $20, will you pretend that I donated Night in the Woods and finish it? Night in the Woods is in contention for Patriots' Choice, right? Or is it? Now I'm not sure if it is. Actually, I don't think it made it to the final poll now that I'm thinking about it. I think it only got 2 nominations, while most other games in the poll got 3 or more. So, maybe not. I mean, Night in the Woods is not out of... It's not out of the realm of possibility that I would ever play it. It's just that right now is not a good time, especially with all the new releases and everything. You know, maybe I will play it eventually, but it looks like now will not be the time. Shout out to Inclusis. Oh my good. Inclusis. Excuse me, I had to try to pronounce that. Inclusis, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Inclusis, for the sub. I appreciate it. Litarial did a 10-bit cheer. Said maybe a Shinigami is messing with your TV. If you guys aren't aware, last night I started watching Death Note. Yes, Death Note the anime. And I basically just watched it all night until I fell asleep. I actually fell asleep on my couch last night, which is bad. Obviously, when you have a bad back or a history of back injury, you should not be sleeping on the couch like that. But I fell asleep on the couch watching it. So I honestly don't even know what episode I ended at, but it's a pretty good show, man. It's interesting because I thought it was just going to be about a kid writing names in a notebook and killing people. But then it becomes this big mystery where the cops are after him, and then there's multiple things going on, multiple plot lines. It gets really interesting. So I actually really like the anime. I'm happy that now I have Netflix, I can check it out because it's on Netflix, the whole thing. Pretty cool. So anyway, that's what that cheer was about. Shout out to Dooley, who tipped me $5. Thank you very much, Dooley, for the tip. I appreciate it. Thank you to Griffinbox, who did a 100-bit cheer, and he says, that previous cheer was not a troll cheer. He actually grew up with the SpongeBob game as a kid. Aha. Well, fair enough. If SpongeBob is really that good, maybe it'll win the poll. Who knows? Right now, like I said, patrons are voting. Captain DCW did a 50-bit cheer. He says, hey, Phil. Hello, Captain. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. And Orion Be Dying just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Orion Be Dying, for the sub. Appreciate it. So thanks, everyone, for the early support. Haven't even started yet and got a ton of support on stream. That's always a good sign. It's like I told you guys, the month of August was the best streaming month I ever had. Not necessarily attendance-wise, because it's really not about attendance, which is always what I used to say on YouTube, too. It's not about the number of subs or whatever that you have. But, people came out and cheered and subbed and tipped, and I ended up having the most profitable month ever streaming to the point where it overcame YouTube's profitability for August. Awesome. I want to keep that going, and right now that's a good sign, right? That people are engaged for the streams. They're happy. They want to see this continue. Thank you, everybody, for your support. I appreciate it. Looking forward to a fun day of gaming with you here. Okay. Alright, so, what else do I have to talk about? Let's briefly talk about Patreon. I think, folks, I'm basically on the fence about what to do about Patreon for the month of September. Because I could redo the Halloween goal, which honestly I really want to do, because I want to do a Halloween horror marathon with you guys. But I don't know if it's going to motivate anyone to pledge if I do the same goal again. You know what I mean? And people are like, oh, well, then do a new goal, but then no one really suggests a goal that's better. You know what I mean? Like, everyone says, oh, just do a better goal. Okay, what? what's a better goal? And then I don't get any answers. I get crickets. Someone suggested that I do the multiplayer event where if you pledge $5 or more, you can play a multiplayer game with me. However, I am going to do that at the end of the year. What I mean, that's either going to be the October or November patron goal, because here's why. Right now, there's not a hell of a lot of multiplayer games to play. So if I did that as this month's goal and it was like next month's event, we would have very few games to play multiplayer-wise. But think about it. If I hold off on this goal, and let's say that I do it for October or November, and the event actually takes place in December, we'll have games such as Call of Duty World War II, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Obviously, if anyone owns Ultra Street Fighter 2 on the Switch, right? And I'm sure there's going to be a few others that have multiplayer as well between now and then. But that's the point, is I need to hold off on that goal. There's no reason to do that goal now when I could hold off on it and do it later, and it'll be a much better event, okay? So that's kind of out for now, but it will continue. You know, that event would happen in a month or two. So if you are interested in playing multiplayer games with me, just hold off a little bit, okay? And it will happen near the end of the year. Probably either like late November or early December is when I will do the actual event. And the goal would either be for October or November on Patreon, all right? Sound good? And yes, Nicholas, I did see your email last night. I did see your email. Sent me a bunch of suggestions. I am mulling about some of those. Amongst others, I got a few people have contacted me with the suggestions, and I'm thinking about all of them, okay? So, I'm strongly considering redoing the Halloween goal, because I really want to do a Halloween marathon. I know there are many people who want to see a Halloween marathon, and maybe now that it's September, you know what I mean? It's not the summer anymore. Now it's September, we're the month before. Maybe now people would be more motivated to pledge towards having this Halloween marathon happen. So, I'm not definitively saying it yet, okay? But it's a strong possibility that may be the goal again this month, and we'll see if we can hit it, okay? All right. So the only other thing I want to say, folks, is obviously if you're watching today's live streams and you're having a good time, right? And you want to get in, you want to do a little bit of, you know, participation, you can either cheer with bits, you can sub to the channel, or you can tip me. And if you do any of those things, I will give you a verbal shout-out thank you, just like I did with all the people on pre-stream here. Now, if you cheer 50 bits or more, if you sub to the channel and click on the share button, or if you tip me $2 or more, you'll actually get an on-screen notification as you've seen them being popping up here on pre-stream. These are all custom animations that were made by viewer and longtime fan Dr. Zombius. So again, I got to give a shout-out to him for making all these animations. He's actually made all of the animations all year. Since March. He's the go-to guy who's been, you know, out of the kindness of his heart, making these awesome animations to make our streams better. So we all owe Dr. Zombius a huge debt of gratitude. All right? And so thank you to Dr. Zombius. Seriously. He's an awesome guy. He really is. All right. So, yes. And if, by the way, I've been bringing this up. I'm just going to bring it up again just in case maybe the first time you've been to stream in a while. If you have the option to choose how you would like to contribute today. Yeah, should I cheer, should I sub, or should I tip? I would appreciate it if you could tip me. And the reason being is because I get those funds right away. And right now I am in the midst, no exaggeration, of a week where all of my bills are clearing for the month of September. And after a very slow summer, I don't even know if I'm going to have enough funds to pay all my damn bills. It sucks. I hate being in this situation and I hate having to bring this up. But I really need the help. I certainly would not be bringing this up every day if I didn't need the help. All right? So if you have the ability to choose how you would like to contribute today, please tip me. Because that money I can put right into my bank account within one day and pay bills with it. Okay? Now, if you're going to cheer or sub, I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth. Obviously, I'm appreciative of that because that's funds I'm going to get come November. It actually takes 2 months to process cheers and subs. So thank you to anyone who contributes. But in particular, if you could tip me, I would appreciate it. All right. All right. Shout out to Nick2440 who just tipped me $1. And he says, I think people may be tired of survival horror and the Evil Within 2 is coming out next month. Now that is true, but keep in mind something. With the Halloween Horror Marathon, it doesn't have to be survival horror. Remember last year, the kind of games that I played were pretty interesting. I played, what was it, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, and that wasn't survival horror. That was different, right? It was a different kind of game. And I played a bunch. I played a variety of stuff, and people liked it. That's what I like about the Halloween Horror Marathon now is a variety of like 3-4 games, and you get a different kind of stuff. And I'm sure people would nominate games that aren't going to all be the same kind of game. You know what I mean? My nose itches. Stupid allergies. And by the way, I just have to say this, folks. I'm going to apologize to you in advance. Here's why, folks. I'm going to apologize to you on purpose in advance. Here's why. It is hot as balls here in Washington State. We're having our final heat wave of the summer. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, it's supposed to be in excess of 90 degrees every single day. When I walked into my office today, it was 89 degrees. I said, holy fuck. Right now, with the air conditioner pumping on max, it's only 77 degrees. It's not even cool. It's kind of like, it's still kind of hot in the office. So I apologize because I may be a little bit irritable being that it's so goddamn hot. Okay? But the good news is on Thursday and Friday, it's supposed to cool down dramatically, and we're supposed to finally get rain, which we've all been wanting here in Washington for months. We haven't had a significant rain in like 2 months. And I know that's crazy because people are like, oh, you live in Seattle, it just rains all the time. No. In the summer, it is hot, man. So we're looking forward to the fall. Everyone here's like, please, where is the fall? So, again, apologies if I do seem irritable for the next few days until I get through this goddamn heat wave, all right? Shout out to Captain DCW, who did a 50-bit cheer. He says, Phil, can you do a run with just Rabbids? I mean, I could, but it might be pretty challenging, simply because it seems to me that the Super Mario characters are better. In fact, what I think I might do, I might go for a team for all Mario, like Mario, Luigi, and Peach. Because I definitely want Peach on my team. She seems like she's really good. And since she can jump and heal every turn, I may not need Rabbid Peach anymore to heal. Because honestly, Rabbid Peach, the major strength is that she heals. I mean, think about it. What else does she do? Besides, she sends out the drone. The drone's good, but Luigi also has the drone. And Luigi can snipe. So I think Luigi is actually a bigger asset to the team. So I guess we'll see. Some people in the stream chat are saying you can't do that. Well, that sucks. That's lame. Why can't I have all three? That's bullshit. It's bullshit. You need one rabbit, people are saying. Fuck the Rabbids. Stupid things. Anyway, shout out to Popsicolo, who just did a 20-bit cheer. He says, I want to see you play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Maybe I'll nominate it if the Halloween Marathon happens. See what I mean? There are many Halloween-style horror games that people have never nominated that could definitely make it to this marathon if it happens. I think it could be a great event. Plus, seeing me dress up in costume is always fun, right? I think it's part of the fun is me going out and getting a Halloween costume and all of that, you know? All right, folks. I think it's time for us to start with Mario plus Rabbids. What do you think? Incidentally, we're starting around the same time. I just had a shorter pre-stream today. Oh, one more cheer. Or Knights did a 10-bit cheer. He says, did you enjoy the Labor Day festivities with Caribbean girls pouncing about? No Caribbean girls in Washington, dude. Sorry, but this is the opposite. There's like almost no Latinas here. We've got a bunch of white people, Asians, Middle Eastern, those kinds of nationalities are very prevalent here. We do not have a lot of Latinas. And that's a shame, because Latinas can be muy caliente. But you know what I mean? Oh well. Oh well, that's where I moved. There are some minorities, like some people are saying, what about, African Americans? There are some, but it's just not there's not a prevalent amount. The prevalent cultures and races here are whites, Asians, and Middle Eastern. Those are the three big ones. I'm not, of course, every once in a while you will see a random Latina girl. You'll see, an African American person or whatever. But you know what I mean. It's not prevalent. So, all right. I think that's it. I think it's time to start. What do you guys think? No? No? Keep talking. Okay, let's keep talking. All right, let's see. What else should we talk about? All right, I'm kidding. All right, well, I got one more cheer, and then we'll start. This cheer's from Yusuke14K, did a 100-bit cheer, and he says, I know I at least have to give you some cheers when I can, bro. I've been watching you since Left 4 Dead, and I've always loved your content. Keep up the good work. Now let's get the game started. There you go. He wants the game to start. He cheered to start the game, so now I have to. All right, here we go.